conversation, but I think he had the same view I have today. As it relates to Trump, his view is that in 2 years' time, 12 million people will be deported. And if you think about that, that means 500, I'm not a big math major, but I think that means 500,000 a month. It is 500,000 a month, which means you would double the criminal justice system intake. That's literally what the number of people that go through our court system on a monthly basis. The cost of that is in the hundreds of billions of dollars. The violation of civil liberties, unless he thinks, I mean, either he says there's no due process, which would be a unconstitutional mess. And if he does believe there's due process, then it would clog up the courts for our criminal justice system. It's not feasible. He's not advocating these things to be feasible. He's advocating it to hit people in the gut that are angry. That's all this is. The problem with it, it doesn't solve the problem. Anger will subside when the problem is solved. And the solution, the practical solution, isn't to create life so miserable that we have self-deportation, because that would make, unless you can target misery in a community, my guess is we'll all be miserable together. And it's not deporting everybody. It's to create a path to legal status. And that's the proposal I've laid out. And it would start with coming out from the shadows and paying a fine. Working, receiving a provisional work permit, where you work, which is what people come here to do. And the ones that don't, that commit crimes, they should be deported, plain and simple. People should learn English, which most immigrants, irrespective of their status, want to do. They should not receive federal government assistance. And over an extended period of time, they earn legal status, which would allow them to move back and forth from their country of origin based on their needs. But they'd be working, and they'd be making a contribution to our society. That is the solution. That's the conservative solution. The liberal solution would be blanket amnesty. But that's not going to happen. What can happen is what I've proposed, and I have stuck with this idea for a long while. We have to do a lot more than just that, because we have half of the illegal immigrants come with a legal visa and overstay their time. So there's a whole strategy dealing with that that's different. You need to have biometric technologies for exit and entry visas. You need to make sure that we know where folks are, and whenever 6 months ends and they have to go home, they go home. I mean, that's not the most complicated thing to do, but it requires a totally different administration than securing the border. We need to secure the border, and this is not the hardest thing to do, but we need to be engaged in doing it. We need to end sanctuary cities.